and I have a surprise for you after our talk. We have a nice video that we're going to watch on this big screen TV, okay? But we're only going to watch the video if we get really good attention. How's that sound? Good?
Good.
Alrighty.
So let's start with introductions. My name is Darren Lafreniere. I'm from Connecticut.
And I'm Taylor Ross. I'm from Los Angeles, California. So that's about 3,000 miles from where Darren lives. And you guys are thinking, well, how did you meet if you live so far away? And we actually met at our school in Paraguay, which Darren will tell you a little bit about.
Where's Paraguay?
In
South America. That's okay. Yeah, in South America. I'll tell you my story first. I'm 28 years old. I graduated I graduated high school, oh boy, it was 10 years ago. How did I get involved in Paraguay? It all started with a community service trip. And the project was the construction of an education center. It's actually the education center where I'm currently principal. So I started out as a 17-year-old helping to build a school with my hands, along with about 60 or 70 classmates of mine. And I went back my senior year of high school when I was 18. I had such a good time on the community service trip that I decided to go back for another spring break. So it was 10 days as a junior and 10 days as a senior to help build this school. After I finished college, they needed an English teacher at the school that I helped build. And I thought it would be very cool to go back and try and teach English to these students who I had never met before. I also didn't know how to speak Spanish. So I went down to Paraguay and I had to learn a second language. Does anyone here speak Spanish?
Who knows a word? Does anybody know a word in Spanish?
I do.
What's
I know enough.
loco?
Rojo. Rojo.
I know enough.
Darren, here I have a little question for you guys. Darren has a nickname in Paraguay because it's very difficult to pronounce his name for the natives there. And it's Oso. Who knows what Oso means?
Also,
Oso. O-S-O.
What does that mean in Spanish? Or excuse me, in English?
I was thinking of Agent Oso off of Disney.
And what is Agent Oso? He is
A bear.
a bear. So Oso means bear in Spanish.
I'm the bear.
So he's the bear.
Bear.
Also, whenever I'm with Darren and we're going through town, everyone says, Oso! And Darren, hey, oh.
That's the...
why are you the bear?
I've always been the bear. When I was younger, my name is Darren, right? So my family used to call me Dare Bear. Right? Exactly. So in school, everyone would laugh because my friends would call me Dare Bear. So when I got to high school, I said to my friends, look, no more Dare Bear. You call me Darren or you call me Bear. So they called me Bear, and I've been Bear my whole life. It's just what it is.
Well, you do look scary.
I look big and scary?
Yeah.
No, you're pretty hairy.
Harry,
Oh,
he said
Harry.
Harry. Well,
You're the bear.
I'm the bear.
and so I'll continue with a little information about me. I grew up in Los Angeles, California, which, like I said, is very far from where Darren grew up. And in high school, I did a lot of different things. I played football, soccer, and baseball. I really love sports, but I studied Latin for 8 years. Does anybody know what Latin was or is? What's Latin?
Like different names.
It's a very old language, actually, and the Romans used to speak it. But nobody speaks Latin anymore. They only speak Italian. Anyway, I had a lot of different interests in high school. I loved to play sports, I loved Latin, and I studied in Boston College, at Boston College in Boston. And that's where I did some work at the Boys and Girls Club in Boston with a lot of kids just like you guys. And I played basketball, we played kickball. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I saw it.
I wanted to play with you guys, but
And in Boston, I did a lot of new things. I played rugby. I got a job with a real estate company. I've always tried to do new things and expand my horizon, you say, okay? Because when you do new things, you learn a lot more, not only about the world, but about yourself, okay? So you want to try and do things that maybe aren't too familiar to you, because that's how you're going to grow. So my roommate at Boston College, his brother was working at the school in Paraguay, where Darren was. And he said, hey, Taylor, let's go work in Paraguay together. Let's teach English. And I said, I don't have any plans. Let's go. So I went to Paraguay. I didn't speak any Spanish, just like Darren. And I talk about trying new things. We moved to this faraway place with a foreign culture and a language we didn't speak. But we both learned how to speak Spanish. And we both taught English for about 2 years. And, you know, we loved working at the school. There's lots of kids, a little older than you guys, but we really fell in love with the school. And now Darren is the principal of the school, and I am the English teacher. And this past year we had an idea. We said, we're sitting at home. We said, hey, we have 2 months off for summer vacation.
it's summer right now in Paraguay.
So it's the opposite because it's in the southern hemisphere.
So they're on the opposite side of the
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Very smart. And so we said, hey, you know, we work at this school and all of our students are very underprivileged. Do you guys know what that means?
They don't have a lot of
They come from families that don't have a lot of money, okay? And our mission is to really help them and give them opportunities and resources so that if they work hard, just like you guys, if you work hard, you can get into college. And then once you get into college, you can get a good job and support your family. So one of the ideas we had to help our students with more resources was to do this big, long bike trip, okay? And we started, what was it? About 11 days ago, we started in St. Augustine, Florida, and we're gonna finish in San Diego, California, okay?
On a bicycle.
On a bicycle. I know, we're a little crazy, but we've been on the road for close to 2 weeks. We've raised $25,000 for our school, and every town that we go to, we try and talk to as many people as possible. And I think, you know, really our mission is to help our school, but we've also learned that if you work really hard and you have the right resources, you can do anything. So you guys are all at the Boys and Girls Club, right? What do you guys do here? Do you do some homework?
Yeah.
You guys get to play on the computers?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my awesome part.
So it's very important to take advantage of your resources. You guys have so many nice people here that work at the Boys and Girls Club, and they all care about you, and they want you to have success. There.
Does your hand hurt? Your arm? You have a question, don't you?
Hey, bear.
What's your question?
Hey,
Are
bear.
you just waving?
Hey, bear.
But really,
Do you have a question?
So, have you been interested in the Romans, like the gladiators?
You've had your hand up for a long time. That was why I loved Latin so much, is because it wasn't only a language, it incorporated history as a part of the course. I love history. I actually majored in history at Boston College.
So that's really good.
Yeah. Hey guys, maybe should we do questions at the end here?
The Greeks? I love the Greeks and Romans. It's an interesting history.
We'll do one more question and then we'll hold it to the end. Yes?
The last question. Who wants to ask the last question?
Have you guys been reading the books?
Which?
I've been reading the Roman series and the Greek series about Percy Jackson and
I don't know if I've read those particular
but
books.
it's Rick Riordan, I think.
I've done a lot of research about the Romans and from thousands of years ago. Back when I was in college. Recently, no. But let's continue. What else?
Well, time-wise, I know you guys have Power Hour coming up.
Yeah.
So, we have a little video that we'd like to share with you guys.
Yeah.
But if I could say one last thing, those of you who are studying Spanish now, continue studying Spanish. It's very cool to be able to communicate in 2 different languages. And it's something that I thought when I was younger would be no use to me. But it's been very useful now. So I encourage you to continue studying another language, or to begin studying another language.
Because around the world, they don't only speak English. You guys know that, right? So in Paraguay, they speak Spanish. Argentina, they speak Spanish.
Mexico, Colombia,
Mexico,
Ecuador,
Colombia.
the list goes on.
So
You can study any other language.
Yeah.
French, Italian, whatever you want. But
Like
have
I
another
said.
language. It's a good tool.
My grandpa knows a lot of languages, so he's from Colombia, he was born in Colombia.
Yep.
So he's teaching us like 6 different languages at the same time.
Very cool.
You have a
Last
question?
I already know how to speak 2 languages.
You do?
English and Greek.
You speak Greek.
My dad's there.
That's
really
fantastic.
Cool. Can you share something with us in Greek? Okay. Okay, that's okay. Okay,
Let's
guys.
start this video.
So we're going to put the video on, and like we said earlier, if we can have your full attention so everyone can listen, okay?
You'll see us, you'll see our students, our school. We even have a couple students here in America that are studying now. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, exactly.
And remember, in the video there's going to be some people talking in Spanish, but we have subtitles, okay?